forward, opening new doors, and doing new things because we're curious. And that's a good thing, because curiosity keeps leading us back in time. Hello, folks. My name is Zjevaun, and today I want to show you how my curiosity has led me down the path to innovate the taste and experience of the coffee sales here. The order of the courses today will be espresso, milk, and signature beverage. There's a lot of information coming your way, so I'm handwriting the tasting notes in front of you for reference, and I've got these big equal parts to make it easier. Let's start. For your first course, I want to talk a bit about Luis Marcelino and his innovation. To innovate, his double fermented, highly processed Pinto buns. Luis is based in Pitalito, Colombia, where he works closely with the neighboring farmer called Queemias. There, the coffee grows at an altitude of 1,800 meters above sea level on the ridge of the planet soil, where it has an average temperature of 22 degrees Celsius. Now, it's in these exact conditions where the Pinto bun develops its delicate curl characteristics. Now that handmaking has been done daily during harvest, we achieve uniform ripeness of the checks, giving the coffee its sweetness. Then, the coffees are fermented in seed barrels for 4 days. After that, we decompose the cherries and put them through a second fermentation process, this time a 96-hour lactic fermentation. Carefully inoculating the lactobacillus from the previous water and controlling the available oxygen and temperature. Now, for consistent drying, the coffee was dried in a small parabolic sun dryer for 12 days. After that, stored away in a dark room for 3 months in its boxes. This highly controlled process gave the coffee its unique flavor of elderflower and also highlights its delicate floral characteristics. Please write down the following flavor notes of your first course: elderflower, mango, and pink grapefruit, together with a medium thickness, a silky texture, and a smooth and long finish. Now for a perfect flavor intensity, the balance, I'm using a recipe of 21 grams in, 42 out in 20 seconds. And judges, I'm going to ask you to please stir the coffee 15 times and discard the spoon in the white cup in front of you. And also sip from the lower part of the cup. This thick drink emphasizes the silky texture of the espresso, while the higher part covers your nose and captures all these beautiful, delicate floral characteristics that I love so much about Luis's coffee. Please enjoy. Please enjoy. Did not stop at this highly controlled lactic fermentation. For your second course, I'm introducing a second flavor blend. And for this lot, we use the exact same protocol as we did for the first one. And this time also using a Saccharomyces used for the second fermentation. Transforming those tropical flavor notes, transforming those floral notes into more tropical flavor notes. This is where Luis's curiosity has peaked mine to create a tropical milkshake. Now, as you can see on the info card, I'm using 75% of the second lot and 25% of the first lot. This to balance out the intensity. Now, judges are going to make another 4 espressos through to the same recipe as your milk beverage. but I will need your curiosity on that one. So, more information about that will follow later. But first, my pot preparation. For your pot preparation, I'm using an amazing new tool called the Navigator. For me, this tool changes the game in pot preparation by offering precise distribution with just a simple touch, eliminating guesswork and inconsistency, or most importantly, giving me an even extraction and highlight that silky texture of the espresso. Let me show you. The Navigator's automatic distribution cycle creates the exact same path and speed every single time, giving me a consistent distribution throughout all my espressos. Inspired by Lauren's curiosity to innovate through technology. I'm also using an exciting new tool for me called the Barista. This machine creates an atmosphere of 12 millibars by vacuuming the reservoir containing milk, allowing me to boil my milk at exactly 16 degrees Celsius to vaporize the water out of the milk without letting caramelization occur. But most importantly, extracting only the water, leaving sugar, carbohydrates, and fats intact. Now I've extracted 10% of the water and replaced it with coconut milk. The coconut milk will add complexity, but also enhances the tropical flavors of your milk beverage. Now to just please write down the following formulas of your second course. Apricots, caramel, and vanilla. And this last two really remind me of creme brulee. The last one, my favorite. In the second sip, you will taste papaya. I'll be right back with your milk beverages. I'm using 60 grams of textured milk from a cow breed called the MRY. These typical Dutch ladies are well known for their low volume, for their extremely high fat and sugar content in their milk. Please enjoy. Now both these coffees we roasted on a drum roaster separately for 8.5 minutes to an end temperature of 240 degrees Celsius with a short roast to volume ratio of 12%. By doing so, we were able to keep the intensity high and also showcase the fruit notes of the coffee that resulted in a pink bond on it. Apricot, sorry. Now the espresso recipe of the milk drink is also 21 in, 42 out, and 20 seconds. These shots together with the fat in distilled milk creates a sweet note of caramel that reminds me so much of taking a bite of creme brulee. Please enjoy. creating this signature drink, I had to let my curiosity be creative. So I changed my comfort zone into a more creative one, a weekend away on an organic farm. By doing that, I was able to explore new things, resulting in finding the first new ingredients of your signature drink, just like what we're doing in this industry right now, changing things a bit, so we stay curious and ultimately innovate. The first ingredient is inspired by that curiosity to innovate. The ingredient is magnolia flower syrup. That reminds me so much of Luis's delicate flow of the one. Now, I picked 100 grams of the pink elderflower and let it infuse in 100 grams of sugar syrup for 2 days. This will add sweetness, of course, but also transforms the elderflower of the coffee into cola. I'm adding 20 grams of this. The second ingredient is inspired by Luis's curiosity to innovate through fermentation. The ingredient is lacto-fermented pink elderflower. Once again, by using 100 grams of pink elderflower and 100 grams of raw honey that holds natural sugars. Then, adding 2% salt to let it ferment for 4 days in a sealed container. This breaks down the natural sugars into lactic acids, bringing vibrancy to the signature drink, but also transforming that apricot note into pineapple. I'm adding 10 grams of this. The third ingredient is inspired by Lawrence's curiosity to innovate through technology. The vacuum distilled coconut water. Once again, by using this machine we wrote about, but this time adding coconut milk, same as the milk trick, and only using the clear distilled part. The coconut water again adds complexity, but also transforms the papaya into blood orange. I'm adding 10 grams of that. And of course, the beating heart of the signature drink, the one that made all the synergy possible, Luis's pink bourbon espressos, brewed to the same recipe as the main beverage. Now, I'm going to nitrocharge the signature beverage for a silky texture. And while I do so, please write down the following flavors of your final choice. Cola, pineapple, and blood orange. After this today, I'll be serving the signature beverage at 20 degrees Celsius. When served like this, you get an even more flavor clarity and balance to the signature drink. And I'm going to ask you to please wait to taste until I've set time. And when it's time, you simply take 2 big sips, alright? After to highlight the delicate flow characteristics of Luis's pink bourbon, I'm adding a cloud containing the aromas of the coffee to your cup. I've done this by extracting 8 grams of the coffee and 50 grams of hot water, then pouring it over dry ice, releasing those coffee aromas. Easy, not yet. Beautiful, thank you so much. Now, curiosity is so important for all of us. It brought me as a young person to the finals of the WBC. Just like Luis's curiosity has piqued mine, I wish and hope that I piqued your curiosity today. Because curiosity opens new doors for us and brings us together, creating something bigger and better than what we can do alone. It's this synergy that keeps pushing us forward, eager to innovate. I just want to take time to please carefully open the lid. Enjoy your 2 sips, but promise me you'll remember to stay curious.